What is up, everybody? This is Mr. Extraordin, back again with yet another video. This is the third episode of our hip hop podcast. I'm not alone. I'm with GT and I'm with
What it do?
Bucks. Yeah, man. Thanks for everybody who's checked out our previous episodes. We do see the views. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Um, so yeah, man. Thanks again, gents, for doing this. I think it was a great video. Yeah, the views keep piling up, so it's a good thing. um, are y'all good though?
Nah, man, I'm good on my side. No complaints. Well, some complaints because life happens. But
Yeah,
other
yeah.
than that, nah, I'm good, man. How's everybody doing?
Shit, man. I'm straight. You know, Drake dropped
Yeah,
that
yeah.
magic. Drake dropped that sauce.
That's what's
Um,
up.
yeah, I'm good. It's hot. As you can see, I'm out here. I'm in my for the dogs. You know, I'm out here in my for the dogs gear. You know, I ain't playing around. We dressed up for the dogs tonight. We gotta start off. With some Killer Mike, but we dressed up for the dog. Got the Jesus piece on, nigga. What you know about that? But that's what I'm saying about, man. Hip hop is doing this thing. We're having a good time.
Uh-huh.
I'm good as well, man. Can't complain. I'm looking forward to the discussions. Yeah, man. I've been listening to Drake for like 2 days, dog. Just trying to make sure that
Mm.
you know. But yeah, yeah. I can't complain. I'm good. I'm good.
Time to make sure you come straight, homie.
Ish, yeah, man. Yeah, man. So let's get into it, gents. Michael, this album over here.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, gents?
Dude is amazing, bro. Lyricist, I believe. I think the album is amazing. I don't know. I don't think there's something bad about it. There's nothing that I can say
Right.
to kind of critique the art form, and it's something which I would say I'm not used to listening to. By that, I mean that at some point I switched off the 808s, right? And just listen to everything else because the 808 sound was just too much. Not on Michael, but then just the industry in a whole. When the trap came, trap was good. There was the TIs, there was the Young Jeezys, there was um, Manny Fresh doing his thing, on the production and everything. And I enjoyed that. And then at some point, mumble rap came in.
Right.
And I just stopped enjoying the trap sound.
Sure.
Right. And then I think I just put things in one basket. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm just going to switch the sound off. And
What?
and that's what I did. And that's what I did. So I know that I have missed a lot of great artists out there who are probably doing the most using the trap sound, right? Probably
Right.
has like the greatest messages and everything. But yeah, Michael just proved that. Killer Mike just proved that I did miss some shit out. I did miss out on some shit. He
Yeah.
proved that. And from track one to Down by Law, he was like,
Look.
I demand your respect.
Hello. This is hard.
From
Yo.
Down by Law, he was like, I demand your respect. And I
Yeah.
gave him my respect and I listened to the album and he's amazing. Hell of an amazing artist.
Yeah, man, Down by Law was amazing. Like it really caught me by surprise. Like I've never listened to Killer Mike before. This is actually the first album I've listened to, and I don't want to. From the first song, Down by Law featuring CeeLo Green, I was in awe. I was like,
Yeah.
I know he came in hard
At the entrance,
Yeah.
at the door. It's
at
like
the
this
door.
already.
Yeah,
At the door, like knock knock, let me in.
So, GT, quick question, right? I
Yeah.
was listening to like your timeline talking about how like the 808 went to die for you or like went into a
Yeah.
coma to say
Look,
What do you believe it's because of the mumble rappers?
Yes. It's not so much the 808, but then it's how mumble rap affiliated itself with it, right? It's the trap sound, which I switched off at some point, and I just didn't feel that I just didn't feel like I am connecting with it, and I missed out on a lot of music that way, because I couldn't switch out my old head ear and try and listen to what these kids are coming up with.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. And then you, Bucks, what do you think of Michael, man? I think it's frozen, huh?
Yeah, he's frozen over there. Not sure what's happening.
I don't know either. But okay, I'll just continue. I'm sure he'll come back on. Yo, bro, something for the junkies, dog. That song, bro.
Something for the junkies. The song's for the junkies.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, bro. That's my jam. That's my jam. Song for the junkies. That's my jam. Jam. You know, so funny, how is when we're talking about it, then he's like, yo, man, you dancing to like a sad song about like druggies. It actually wasn't like for me in some way, it wasn't really a sad song about like druggies and to say him like of like everyday black people in America, like basically at the end he talks to the aunt and she's like, yo man, I just appreciate the fact that you talk to me like a normal human being, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate about that mostly, right, is because through life, everybody's got their own coping mechanisms. And her saying that, like, yo, I appreciate because you still treat you like a human being, that you know, your coping mechanism is exposed to the public. Everybody knows, you drink too much, or you sniffing coke, or you whatever. Your other people's coping mechanism are behind closed doors. That's why it made me dance, because that song was just so deep. Like, yo, I killed that track, murdered that shit.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Bucks, I think there's something wrong with your network, dog. I think your bandwidth is off there. Not too sure because you keep freezing and shit.
Let me play with it just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but from Down by Law, it was Shed Tears, which is track 2, and I was like, what?
It sounds like it sounds like Power, dog. It sounds like Kanye West's Power, don't you think?
Shed Tears.
Yeah, the beat. It kind of has that power kind of sound. It's like
no one man should have all that power.
Like the
I hear you.
Yeah.
I'll need to listen to it. I'll need to listen to them and compare the two.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's a power.
I can hear similarities, but yeah, they definitely are similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's after that? Is it Talking That Ish? Or is it yeah, I think it's Talking That Ish. No?
Should be. Or was it Run? I think it was Run. I'm not sure.
It's a Run, and then it's look. Are we doing it track by track?
Either way, I don't know. We can do it track by track. That's fine.
I think let's go track by track, and then there's some of these tracks. What you call this? I actually have no song on this album that I don't like.
Oh, dope.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I do have favorites.
I actually don't like.
Yeah, I can relate with that. I do have favorites. My favorites are Down by Law, Talk That Ish, Something for the Junkies, Spaceship Views. Those are my favorites. Yeah.
Scientists and engineers.
It was dope.
103 stacks.
But I feel like it's overrated, dog. I know Andre 3000 is there, but it just felt
Yo,
overrated,
man,
dog.
you like shoot this thing on the internet, man. I'll be putting hands on you right now, man. What you saying, bro?
That track is too nice.
It's nice. It's nice. But hey, for me, man, the ones that I mentioned, Motherless, Something for the Junkies, Down by Law, Talk That Ish.
Oh man, Nigga Rich. Nigga Rich is so beautiful.
Nigga Rich, yeah.
I love that jam, man. I love it. And you know, the fact that Young Thug is in there, going back to what I was saying about having switched off that sound. The fact that Young Thug was in here and I enjoyed the entire thing. And there are some tracks that I heard by Young Thug, where what is that jam, bro, with T.I. and
If anybody money. Nope.
that's the one. That's the one.
Hey, that's a
That's the
classic,
one.
yeah?
They put in that
That's a
work.
classic right there.
That's a classic, dog.
Yeah, dope ass
So,
song,
yeah.
man. Dope ass song.
Do you know what's also dope about this guy's album, right?
Uh-huh.
I think it's I don't know. I may be saying this for this moment, but maybe later on in the future I could come back to contradict myself, right? But that's just life. Y'all be strong about that. Usually sometimes it's nice when people find artists that are from like that area, but cater to them in a different way. For example, like Killer Mike is from Atlanta, if I'm correct. This album is filled with just Atlanta artists.
Right. Because Andre is from Atlanta.
Power.
I think is Young Thug from Atlanta?
Power. I lost
The
sound.
only person I see here from Atlanta, Tay Dolla Sign.
Yeah, even Andre 3000 is from Atlanta.
Yeah, but majority of the artists here are like from Atlanta, and they complement it. They don't sound like they're all from Atlanta.
Oh, I get you. I get you. I get you.
Yeah, they're all complementing. It's like you don't have to go get a feature from somebody in Houston just to have a different. You can still get somebody like in Atlanta to come cater to your album and still give you like a dope mix.
Yes, yes. And also,
Yeah.
you do have a point because I can only imagine if you're from Atlanta and you're listening to your favorite artists in Atlanta collaborating with each other and giving out dope messages. That would be dope, man. Because
Same way, for example, whenever you listen to like a New York album, New York
Yeah.
niggas will be featuring New York niggas. Then like the lingo is all still intact, everything is still there. It just feels
Right.
like, yo, man, I've got Jay-Z on this song, I've got Benny the Butcher on this song,
Right.
I've got Conway the Machine,
Yes.
I've got all fabulous here. It actually always sounds dope when niggas from like the same area
Yeah.
do like their whole thing together. You're very right. The whole thing of all my favorite artists from Atlanta are on this album. For
Right.
example, like I doing a song with Black was like amazing, and how he also catered to it, and then going to Andre 3000. The whole fact that there's Andre and Future in one song
Hey, dog.
is just like, okay, where's my man going with this merch?
Yeah, because I mean, Andre and Future, those are two different artists. Like you wouldn't even think they would even be in a track together. And Killer
I
Mike
didn't
as
know
well.
that I hear Andre on the check again.
Yeah, dog. Like, what's he doing now, dog? Is he still in the game?
I think if I remember correctly, I saw an article, and I just don't remember who it was, who would ask for him to be on a song,
Yeah.
right? Like a big artist. It's like, yo, bro, I've got the song, the space is ready for you, come through. And Andre was just like on that, like, I'm not there right now, I'm not in that space to be creatively involved in some songs.
Yes.
So just
Yes.
seeing him on this project also kind of shocked me, It was like, whoa, okay, cool. And I think me and you, there's a part that we share something together. I know Killer Mike from some singles. I've never actually played a Killer Mike album to sit down and
Right.
listen. So I was so shocked that he could cater this much quality of music from like start to beginning. Yeah, like I'm still mind blown about this album, bro. Right
Like,
now,
he went
it's
hard, dog. He went hard. For me, and I think this is it might be a controversial thing to say, but personally for me, this album is better than Drake's album. That's what I think personally. That's what I think. I think this album.
I don't think it's really controversial, right? It's preference of sound is something that we always take into consideration, right? Like that's one thing we always take into consideration. That like, yo, for example, now that you know, now that the dogs is coming out, you know, I gotta say something for the dogs.
Right.
Drake has a lot to cater. You know, as his career evolves, he has a lot to cater and a lot to communicate, you know. So sometimes an album like Killer Mike's is easy to digest because the catering is simple.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah. His catering is very, very simple, you know. So when you have a lot to cater, for example, like I was saying to you guys, GT was saying the first half of the album for him, it's not the things. For me, right, also my listening venue, right? We always discuss about how you listen to an album and what you're doing will always determine how you're feeling it, right? I listen to the first half whenever I'm in the gym. The beats are high energy. Drake is talking that shit. You know?
Right.
So I'm feeling, yeah, nigga,
Right.
let's go get it, Drizzy.
Right.
You know?
Point, actually.
And then like the second half of the album is like GT says, what do you call this? That's he likes to sing in Drake, you know. And I said to you guys that, like, you know, in terms of the album, there's the last song. Let me just confirm it real quick. That song for me that's the real singing Drake. And these other songs where he was singing, he was like half-ass singing, you know.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing it like he was doing it back in Thank Me Later type of vibes.
Yeah.
He was more like, okay, yeah, I'm singing, but I'm singing for you, Nick. Like it seemed like some lazy. It didn't seem like the R&B singing Drake. Even the R&B singing Drake, you know, he could be singing some bitches type of lyrics, but he'd still have the R&B melody in it. And that's why I think what's this? Polar Opposites. That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
You know, he's really in his singing bag. But the rest of the songs, like, I was cool. And like, you know,
I agree with GT, man. For me, I think I prefer Drake singing, man. When I was listening to that album, I know we're still gonna go back to Mike, but we went to the Drake thing quickly. Welcome back.
we play with both. We play with both.
Yeah.
Yo.
Bugs was just telling me that you say you prefer Drake when he's singing, and I agree, dog. For me, when I was listening to that album, the parts where he's singing, dog, like even the songs with Cesar, bro, like yo.
Yeah, Slime Me Out. Slime Me Out is actually very dope. I enjoy Slime Me Out.
There's something up with your sound. I don't know what's happening there.
That might you being kidnapped, nigga.
Can you hear me now?
It's a bit better, but it's still not as clear as before.
Yeah, this laptop is busy with software updates. I don't know why.
Okay. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, so for me, it's Drake introduced me to, you know, in his sophomore album, he introduced me to the singing Drake, which was Take Care. And before that, he had given us So Far Gone and Thank Me Now. And, you know, he was showing here and there where, you know, I like singing too, but I'm going to give you these bars. Right? And then with his sophomore album, he was like, nah, I'm gonna sing for y'all. Yeah. And then I'm going to give you one of the best hip-hop songs ever, which is Lord Knows, produced by Just Blaze. That shit was amazing. And I think that's where my love for singing Drake came in. And that's my favorite Drake album. I don't think any other singing Drake tops that album.
What's the album called?
Take Care.
Oh, okay. I need to listen. I know it's a classic. I need to listen to that album.
Yeah.
I want to give you something to go listen to, right? And then compare what I was saying to you about that song. I'm saying the polar opposite song, right? Remember I said, I think it was in the morning when I said to you guys yesterday that like the rest of this other singing, this half-ass singing he's doing, and I'm not like a fan of it. I like it when he does singing shit. If you go listen to Polar Opposites, right, and you even listen to the song like with Scissor, Slam You Out and everything else, right? He's got the tape where he sings the song with Omarion, and then he's got a song with Lloyd, right? I think it's Take a Night Off. Took a Night Off for You. Yes, that's a song with Lloyd. If you go listen to that, is like the singing Drake, you know, because even on the song, he's riding with another R&B artist. You know, he's got Omari in there doing his thing. He's got Lloyd doing his thing. Then you actually hear, yo, this nigga's really like is in this R&B singing shit. That's why I was saying to you, like, all the tracks in the album, I hear that singing, but it's not exactly like the singing that you're talking about, like the Take Care singing.
Not the same.
You know, there's something about it. I don't know what it is.
No, it's definitely not the same. There's a difference in it. I can't put my finger on it, but there's definitely a difference to his offering now versus then, and it's quite ironic that you know, he said that For All the Dogs is old Drake, right? I don't think it's old Drake. I think it's Drake. You know, I think it's Drake, and what he has offered us is something new and something he has done before, just not old Drake done before.
Yeah.
You know, that's
I don't think he
that's
can
what
do
I
that
think.
again. I just think my own personal opinion. I don't think he can give us that again.
It's quite difficult, you know, for artists to try and give us their old stuff. I don't think he should try and give us his old stuff. I think he should just mature
Right.
with
Yeah.
you know, with
Because the game's not the same, man.
And
exactly.
he's a millionaire
He
now.
doesn't consume music the same way. Everything is different. So
Yeah,
you know,
Take Care, Drake. You know, he was still like, you know, recovering from the torture of being that nigga on Degrassi. You check.
Yeah.
So, you know, he really meant it in the songs when he was crying out about these girls. Like, yo, man, I really miss you girls, you know, like all that shit. No, he's like Mr. Bitches, dog. You know, you can hear it in his voice. He ain't crying. He's like,
and
yeah,
you can
so
hear
what?
in, and you can hear in the songs. It's Mr. Bitches just rapping over there. I mean, singing. But what do you guys think of the first part of the album?
I struggled, dog. I really struggled. I don't want to lie. For me, I think it started getting interesting from first-person shooter. You see, first-person shooter, 7969 Center, Bahamas Promises, Slam You Out. For me, man, those are the songs that really got my attention. And then in the second half, the songs that really got my attention was All the Parties, 8 a.m. in Charlotte, BBL Love, I think is my favorite song. It doesn't sound like a hit at all. Another Late Night, Polar Opposites, Away from Home. Those were my favorite. Those are my favorites, though.
Okay, another thing to add on while we were talking about like the Drake and Michael album scenario, right? Earlier on, before you jump back in. Do you see that this is almost like the Nasty C and Casper situation?
Yeah. For me, Drake is Nasty C, though.
Yeah, and Casper is Michael.
Yeah. Because
I hear this knowledge.
guy's up shorter and it's easier to listen to because he's catering straight in this type of line. And then the other guy's album is a whole lot of content. You know, there's some turn up in there, there's some emotional, there's something for the ladies. So that's where you see that, like, yo, wait a minute. This is the same scenario, the same conversation we had between Casper and Nasty C.
And funny enough, the Nasty C and Drake's have a lot of tracks in their album. And then Killer Mike is not as much as with with Drake. But I also wanted to say that I like the interludes, man. This you're listening to BARK radio. I like Snoop's interlude though. That was so dope.
You keep that interlude, bruh.
That was dope, dog. Yo, it's like, yeah, what's up? We're about to set the roof on fire or something like that. That's just like that play
What's
of
at the
the
top
dog.
of your mouth?
So it's
Roof.
like, so this album is dog themed, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yo, man, I forgot about that because at some point when I'm listening, I hear the dogs going crazy in the background. I'm busy looking outside, like, hey. Then I see my dogs. My dogs are chilling. You know, they're not doing anything. Then I'm like, yo, what's going on? Then I remember, like, yo, man, this sound is actually in the music in the background.
Yeah.
But I got one question. I got the question that nobody trying to talk about. Huh? I got the question.
What's
First
the
person
question?
shooter, who got child there?
Ah, man, come on. Drake got child.
Is it the one with?
Dog?
Is it the one with J Cole?
Yeah.
J.
Yeah.
Cole J Cole killed him, dog. J Cole
Listen,
killed him.
man.
You bought that shit,
Drake,
dog.
Cole told these guys, niggas want me on a song, you're going to see the wrath of the Reaper. I'm probably going to go to hell if Jesus
you
asks for a
ball.
feature. I'm higher than
you
niggas and don't
crazy
need him. My
What?
God.
What did he say about hell?
Oh, he said, what is niggas want me in a song, they're going to see the wrath of the Reaper. I'm probably going to go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature.
Because it's going to kill Jesus.
Oh, yo, man, Kevin, you ain't listened to the song yet?
Yo, dog, like, for me, the best part about this song is J. Cole.
Yeah.
And I think Drake does 2 verses, right? But for me, the best part was Cole, because he was talking about how people are saying like that the top 3, him, K Dot and Drake. And it's like, yeah, look, you can tell, dog, like if like, we're that dope. But I felt like, Drake, they killed you, dog.
But Drake actually snubbed K Dot in the first part of his verse, in the first part of the song. You know, he just said there's top 2 and it's me and Cole. That's it.
I heard that. I heard that.
I was like, yo, am I bugging? Or I feel like Drake is, you know, on the low key.
Yeah.
And I think Cole doesn't want the smoke, dog. I think Cole doesn't want the smoke. That's why it's
Cole,
like, yeah, no.
Nah, Cole respects the homie, respects K Dot.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it comes from. You know, he understands his craft as well.
Right.
Come again, Bucks?
Even like, I think Drake and Cole have always had a stronger relationship, even at the beginning of their careers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Facts.
if you remember that footage, where Drake goes and buys all of J. Cole's albums in this one shop. He pays for every single disc that's in that shop. And if you remember, there's a track even where J. Cole mentions that the first person to ever buy him a Rolex was Drake. Like at the beginning, you know, when people,
no,
I think
yes.
J. Cole's line is like,
speaking of that shit,
yeah.
Why is Drake buying everybody Rollies? He bought Sexy Red a Rollie not so long ago.
I think that's like his thing.
Yeah.
Like if he gives you the stamp of approval, you get a Rollie.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, that's dope. Kind of like in basketball, when you win a certain amount of championships, you start getting these rings or something.
Yeah, you get a championship ring when you win the championship. Yeah. So I think for him, it's like that because this, like, he got Cole the Rollie at the beginning. Like Cole's first album coming out, he got him the Rollie. Like, yo, man, I think you fucking dope. Like, you know, they're really, really tight. Along their careers, even growing. I think the reason it's a little bit different with K Dot is that didn't have like that humble shit.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Dot reached or something. And like, I want you niggas to all know here in this classroom, I fuck all of you up.
It's like nonke. It's like nonke.
Nonke. In this class, all of you. And again, all of you now. And then this guy with no reason, he just stood up in the class and the teacher of the class.
what's that verse from Control? What's his name? Kendrick. Kendrick was like dissing his peers, like everybody.
Yeah.
Like, that goes
Check.
for Jermaine
But
Cole,
you know,
Rocky, Drake, Wale, something, everybody. I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Make sure that all of your fans have never heard of you niggas. What is competition?
No,
I'm saying J. Cole also got something like that on January 28th.
Yeah, you niggas might be Cole, or you might be Slim, or you might be Slick Rick with 19 chains, or you might be Drizzy Drake or Kendrick Lamar. But check the birth date, nigga. You ain't a god.
Yeah, nigga, you the god. Yeah, yeah.
Nigga, Cole the god.
And he says, Cole is God, Cole is God, Cole. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
He's reached up, you know. But I guess, like, you know.
So
I get
what you're saying. I get what you're saying when you say that it sounds like he was throwing shots at. I get what you're saying when you're saying that it sounds like he was throwing shots at K Dot. I mean, the song itself is called First Person Shooter, right? It was like, yo, I'm out for you, dog. I'm out for you. I didn't it now.
But that was I don't think Cole Barging threw shots at K Dot. I think it was Drake. Drake snubbed K Dot.
Sorry, I meant Drake. Sorry.
Yeah, Drake snubbed K Dot because Cole said love when they argue the hardest MCs. Is it K Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We the big three, like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. You know.
And you know that big three line, right?
Yeah.
That's Ice Cube. Ice Cube's got a basketball league called the Big Three. That's based on.
Oh yes.
Shit.
Yes.
So
I don't know
Big
that.
Three is where they get retired legends to come play in an existing league now.
Oh, that bar just gets better.
It's that.
So
now
like,
that I
that's
know
what he
that.
means, like,
that has his own rules, right?
Like, started a league. Yeah. Ice Cube's called the Big Three.
Now that bar definitely just got better.
Yeah,
Definitely.
like I said, Cole was eating it, dog. He was dishing up, he's eating something, you know. He's like, yo, Drake, I hear you having fun on the beat. No fun for me. I come here, I eat, and then I bounce, nigga. Like he's got that, he's like, what? I forgot what that bar is where he talks about, I'm not Russia, but I put the whatever to Ukrainian.
Yeah, I'm not Russia, but I put the... My man. Cole has just been proving to us year on year that he is the greatest one yet.
Right.
As he said in that
in terms of consistency
Lil
of rap.
song. Yeah. Best rapper alive.
Yeah.
I don't even doubt it. Best rapper alive. And throughout the years, I think I've said this to you and Eats, that Cole has creeped up to my #1 spot of favorite MC. And he's been doing that consistently because he keeps on dropping, and everything he drops is fire. Everything he drops makes sense. Everything he drops is lyricism, you know? And yeah, I just gotta give him that respect.
So who did you dethrone from your #1?
K Dot.
Oh, okay.
And I know you niggas talk shit about K Dot when I wasn't around, but yeah, now that you know that is gone, so let's not go back there. I wasn't there, you know.
Oh, nigga just finished that. Like, you know, as your daddy, I know you niggas was jumping on the couch when I wasn't around, but now that I'm back.
What do you guys think about? There's some songs that I didn't like. I mean, for me, Calling for You, Fear of Heights, I didn't feel those.
Look, the album could have been shorter. I don't think I can mention. There are many songs which could have not been on the album, or also in his offering, I think he could have gone the Scorpion way, right, where he had a side A and side B. Side A being the rap side B being the singing side, and just let there be a balance, because right now the album is very imbalanced. The rap side, there is not enough for the dogs he said he's doing this for. You know, it's all for the youngins mostly.
Yes.
Except for 8 a.m. in Charlotte.
Right. Right.
Except for 8 a.m. in Charlotte. There he just showed us like, dude, I rap. I am a dope ass rapper. And Drake is a dope ass rapper. You know, I don't think we can take that away from him. He's a dope ass rapper. I think there could have been a balance between his offering.
You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I know I felt I heard this before in Pound Cake, where a song starts and then like maybe halfway it changes and becomes another song. I don't know if he does that in all his other albums, but I felt like a lot of these songs they do that. Like half of the song is a certain song and a certain beat, and then it switches up halfway through.
Yeah, he does that a couple of times, especially in the previous mixtape with 21 Savage, Her Loss. It happens a couple of times where the song, I think it's also because that whole thing of that, this is just like my own guessing, right? The fact that him and 21 come from a different sound together totally. So it's trying to cage both sounds. I'm going to give you some Drake sound a little bit, then I'm going to try to give you some 21 a little bit. And, you know, like I said to you, the first time I listened to the album, let me run it back this way. The first time I listened to the album, I thought the first half was rubbish. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? You know?
Yeah.
And then, I thought the second half was just a little bit better. You know, I was like, okay, cool. You know, he cheated here. He used the cheat code of some R&B. You can't really fuck up R&B.
Yeah.
You can't really flop some you can't really flop melodies, dog. You know? Like you can't really flop that. Like a cheat code. And then, like I said, my second listen, I was in the gym, dog. I was putting in work. Oh man, that first part happened so good, nigga. All the weights, nigga. All of the weights in the gym were flying on me. Even like my trainer, even dog, what are you listening to, bro? You seem like you're gassed up, you know, the beat. And I listened to it going into my second session, right? So I had a first session where like playing the music inside the gym. Second session, I'm by myself. I put my earphones on, so my energy is already up. That's why I realized I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Then when I got back into the office, I tried to listen to the second half, and that started feeling like trash. I was like, yo, man, what's going on here? So for me right now, in 3 listens, the first half is the one that's winning for me.
Yeah. For me, the beat switching in the first part is just too much.
Yeah.
You know, there was Virginia Beach, which was amazing. Then there was Amen, which was amazing. And then there was What the Hell?
One beat that switches that girl. I don't know what the hell she's saying. Don't tell me what you want.
Yeah. And I think the fact that
that beat is so dope. The beat in itself is dope, but they're just wasting it.
Which one are you talking about there?
I think it's for you. It's either Calling for You or Fear of Heights. Or the Shot Him in Daylight. Oh man, I was lifting the weights now, my boy. Shot Him in Daylight. I was like, what? In Daylight. Like, but
for me, like the beat switching and everything, like everything was concentrated into the first part of the album. So listening to it as one is too much.
Yes.
Right.
That's true.
Probably maybe playing the album in shuffle would be better, as Eves had said.
Yes.
That Dave said he should play it in shuffle. Maybe it'll sound better. I'll give it a try. I'll play it in shuffle. But from listening to the album from track 1 to track 23,
I think,
you know, it's the first part is too much.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, like that interlude, you know,
track 9.
You know the interlude that says "Screw the world." I felt like it was unnecessary. It shouldn't have been there. I get that he was trying to do that whole "if I rule the world" thing. He used that beat and then he slowed it down. But I was like, that was not necessary.
It's a waste of space.
It was a waste of space. You could have done without it. I can barely even hear what he's saying, you know?
That's very, very true.
Yeah.
That's a
Agreed.
serious waste of space. Like I said to you, for me, like I ran all the way until about what, track 9, right, in the gym. And then I skipped all the way to polar opposites. And oh, I gotta, we're like, when I'm just chilling, I gotta touch that AM, that 8 a.m. in Charlotte. So you have to remember that this nigga I must respect. Whenever I feel like I'm being disrespectful, I listen to 8 a.m. I say, sorry, brother Drake. I apologize. Yes, you are a rapper. I hear you do your thing here, my nigga. But, I think that's also what makes the whole conversation, when we're just talking about the Michael album, a little bit different, is the consistency of the songs are not the same.
Yes. Yes.
On Michael, they're not the same.
Yes.
There's something where it just feels like a journey that is happening, continuing, and the songs the songs and the story just keeps on getting better and better and better and better. Like, yo, man, I enjoyed Michael, bro. Like, I can factually say so far I've enjoyed Michael more than I've enjoyed the Drake album as well.
Yeah, me too, man.
Same.
Like,
And
no struggle.
going back to what K Dot said, which you niggas disrespected.
When was this discussion being happened? When was this discussion happening? In the WhatsApp group? I think I missed that conversation.
No, it was episode 1. It was episode 1.
Oh. Oh, okay.
K Dot said, critics say they missed back when hip hop was rapping. Motherfucker, if you did, then Killer Mike would be platinum. And that's fact.
Yeah.
And that's fact. That's fact. Killer Mike should be platinum. That's what hip hop is supposed to sound like. That's what a change is supposed to sound like. He is not following the boom bap part of hip hop, right? He's got the trap feel to it, but he's killing it. He's killing it. He's murking it. Lyricism. He's talking real stories. Yeah, that's what I love about it. Exactly.
Like man, Motherless is quite dark, in a sense, but I can't stop listening to that song because I watched an interview, I think on the Breakfast Club, where he was explaining how his mom gave him away when he was, I think his mom gave birth to him when she was still a teenager or something like that, and to his grandmother, and he was in the song, he was saying how he didn't understand, but now that he's older, he gets it. Like you gave your greatest gift to someone else, which is me. And the fact that both of them are no longer around, it's quite touching. But my grandmama did, my mama did. No. It's yeah.
No,
No,
the chorus just puts that impact to it, right? Like, listen, like they're gone.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I can do about it, but they're gone.
Yes. Yes.
And I think that's what he was trying to achieve with it.
Yeah.
The impact of death and how it affects everybody. It's inevitable.
Yes.
Though we feel that it's not normal. Nobody can ever feel that death is normal, though it is natural. Because you lose a connection, you lose a loved one in that matter, or you're the one whose life is lost, and the people you leave behind have to mend their hearts in a certain way, and this is how he chose to mend his or dedicate his.
Yeah, you still there?
I'm still here. Is the homie still there?
I don't know. I think maybe his connection is
And they got him. But like, yeah, man, I think what he's saying also is very right, and I think that's also what separates my love for the Michael album over the Drake piece. You know, the depth in everything he's talking about, your general day-to-day people problems. I love it when somebody raps about them and brings them to us like in a musical way. Like we're saying, we're talking about the motherless, we're talking about something for the junkies,
Yes.
just giving you also like that everything that's happened in Atlanta, how everything feels. I think like, yo, man, I'm still totally shocked about how Killer Mike hated this.
Hey, me too, dog. And you know, you made me realize something. Like at a point, I thought maybe he was being preachy, but not too preachy. But when you listen to something like Something for the Junkies, you realize he's like, I'm like y'all dudes, man. Like I'm like y'all. I'm not different from you guys, you know. I used to smoke. I used to do this. I smoked this and this and this, and I took the wrong one some other day. My mom gave me advice on what to do.
And you know, like, yo, my nigga, it's crazy because I think also like with the homies, I've got a personal relation to that. Also because I've also had my own experience of drinking, smoking, and substance abuse. Just you know, so that part at the end, being a person who doesn't do anything now anymore, you know, I get to relate and see his perspective in a different light. I get to be him, right? And I get to be his aunt in the song, you know?
Yeah.
Because I still have friends that still drink, that still partake in all these other things, you know? And when I pull up on them and we're just chatting, I don't be talking down on them, you know? I don't be like, yo, nigga, why you drinking, nigga? Oh, nigga, why you smoking? You know, I just be chatting, you know? If the topic somehow were to come up about like, yo, dog, you know, cigarettes ain't that bad, I'd be like, nah, nigga, you talking trash. Then I just like, you know, don't say that. Even when I was smoking, drinking, I would say that the cigarettes are fucked up. You know, this is fucked up. What are we doing here? As a smoker, I would say those things, right?
Yeah.
And now that I'm not partaking, I still say them, you know, but I don't be crucifying my people around me because I know that at the current moment, these are their coping mechanisms, their choices, their tools of celebration. And that's why I like how he adds that line at the end when his aunt says to him, you know what I like about you, Michael, is even though like, you know, I be doing this shit, you still talk to me like I'm a human being, you know?
Yes.
Like you don't treat me like I'm fucked up or shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there's a line, I think he said it in Talking That Ish, where he says, weed is legal, but my niggas ain't free.
Ooh.
Ish, dog. I think he was talking about prison or something, like some guys that were still in prison or something like that. It's like weed is legal, but my niggas ain't free. There's another line where I think he says it in Slama. He said, they call it adolescence because it's adult lessons. It's like, ish.
Listen.
Yo, dog, yo. That made me think.
That's a song always talking about that girl, right?
Yeah, I just don't know what he was saying in this song, but I just remember that line. What was he talking about? There was a girl that did what?
I think he talks about this girl that he used to like. If I remember correctly, maybe I could be mixing up songs, and if I am, please forgive me. But he's telling a story about this girl that he meets, right? They used to hook up, but then she tells him like, yo, she's leaving him for a guy like with what do you call this? With more money or whatever. I forgot. Like he says, but she says she's leaving him for a guy with more, right? And then while she's gone,
failing me today.
I will come to South Africa, nigga. We used to niggas load shedding and coming back from nowhere, nigga. We used to this, nigga.
It's all good, man. Humble beginnings, man. Humble beginnings.
You just come back and you get back and you just come and you listen to I can't know what they're talking about. Let me just jump in here. We're talking about that track where Killer Mike is talking about that shorty and how like she's leaving him for some other nigga, but she tells him that like, yo, man, you really dope, you know? And then no, I'm lying. The adult lessons is a song where the girl becomes pregnant and then the mother and the girl's mother and his girl go have an abortion. And then he's like, I wish you like you told me that you're gonna go do that, then I wouldn't have told my nigga what I'm expecting. Yeah.
Yeah, that line, dog. That line.
Yeah.
Now it's like
yeah.
go back to the niggas and say, ish.
How?
Not anymore.
And then Manje and Twana, what are we doing? Like, and now you gotta explain like, nah, it ain't gonna happen like that. Like, yeah, that was deep. Even
Yeah,
like I like his tone of voice in delivering that line. Like, I wish you'd have told me that you were gonna go ahead with it. Then I wouldn't have gone to tell the boys. Like his voice has to drop low. Like I wouldn't have told the boys that like I'm expecting, Yeah.
There's this other
Quality
song.
and quality of music, dog.
There's this other song, 2 Days. It kind of sounds like a sample, but if you just turn the Thai dollar sign in that one, I don't know if you guys remember.
Yes.
Yeah, that was nice as well.
Smoking that holy something. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, are you talking about the song
High and Holy?
High and Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also dope.
There's another song called 2 Days.
Sorry, you were breaking up for a second.
No.
Can you repeat that?
I'm saying to GT, there's High and Holy, and then there's 2 Days.
Yes.
Those are the two songs Ty Dolla $ign is on. Now he's chefing, he's doing his thing.
Definitely. I'm enjoying. Man, I enjoyed Killer Mike, man. I wish when when To Pimp a Butterfly came out and K Dot gave him that mention, I would have actually gone and listened to his stuff back then.
Oh yeah,
but he has demanded my respect, so I'm gonna actually listen to his stuff. I'm gonna go back and listen to his old stuff. Definitely.
Guys, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Jay-Z say something similar about Talib Kweli? About this whole if someone was really good at bars, they would be as rich or whatever.
Yes.
Which song?
I don't know if it's a song or not, but I remember someone told me that Jay-Z made a comment about how, if he went as hard as Talib, he wouldn't be making like the money that he's making now. So it's like you kind of have to sort of go a bit soft or do like tracks for the club or whatever to make the cash that you're making. I don't know.
Get some big pimping, get some dirt off your shoulders.
Yeah.
do some of that.
You know the funny thing, right? It's this is where the discussion of rap and hip hop come in, right? That because it's been commercialized, the words seem like these niggas are in the same sport, but not necessarily so, right? They are rap artists and then they are hip hop artists, right? And then there are rap artists that make hip hop songs as well. You see, hip hop is more like your fast food, your McDonald's, your KFCs and shit. And then rap is like your fine dining, Now, Monday to Friday, there's more people who go to McDonald's than people who do fine dining. You check. So, yeah, that if you look at the money that McDonald's is going to make tonight on Friday night, right, as compared as to like the Meat Co. Like Meat Co ain't even close, dog. Ain't even close, bro. Like
right.
Like they ain't even coming close because you see, like. Yo, man, I don't know if y'all remember this time when I don't know if it is anymore, because I ain't in the streets like that. But when we was in the streets like the Metro, dog, there was time, bro, when McD's was 24 hours. You check. And that's exactly how hip hop rotation works. Hip hop songs, that hip hop, woo, it's in the club at 12 o'clock. Fine dining is closed. You check. Rap is closed.
That's a dope analogy.
We need to say,
perfect one at that.
It's just how it works. And if you're really in the game, you know that like, okay, this is hip hop, this is rap. This guy is a rapper, this guy is a hip hop artist. Then you start to categorize them differently and how you listen to them. Like, oh, okay, cool. That's why, for example, like now, just as you're saying, we all know Jay-Z can bar up at any time. It's not like he doesn't have it. Yeah. But he also understands he wants to push a little McD's, because he wants to take some of this bag and put it in some other investments. That's his game plan. I want to find dine and push McDonald's at the same time. So in his album, you get a bit of both. The same way, like, you look at this whole Killer Mike scenario. Like, this whole album is, dog, it's fine dining, dog. It's cutlery here. Like, fish knives and everything. The whole album, we're eating, dog. We're like, what the hell? And what the thing about fine dining is, right? Fine dining requires you to have a palate. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You check.
Yeah, that's a bar.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Something you can do on a date.
We swell in the wine and fine dining. You're not just pushing the beer. That's more of like what you call this Burger King unlimited cool drink. That's exactly what some of these niggas are doing. Where you don't mind. Where even the IQ, like you see, like when we say bars, it's because fine dining, you have the pellets to be able to. What the fuck you just say there? Oh, that's a bar. Okay. You need to break it down. Like, listen to the song like 3-4 times. They were like, oh, damn, this nigga spin here.
I've also noticed that there's also a rapper's favorite rapper. You know that artist who's a rapper's favorite rapper, but is not everybody's favorite rapper?
Yeah.
But whenever artists speak about him, they're like, yo, dog, that nigga.
Yeah.
But when you listen to his tracks, you're like, yeah, they're fine. But everybody respects this guy.
But that's the kind of thing that that happens. That rappers got their favorite people because they help themselves elevate.
Yes.
That person's skill will help them elevate.
It sets like a bench. The person sets a benchmark for your favorite artist.
Yeah. Exactly.
I get it, man.
And sometimes
like people sometimes when you ask them the top 5, they'll mention people like Melly Mel and Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, and those are the people that we probably won't ever listen to, but like it's a consistent list of those people. Like people will say LL, you're like, when was the last time I listened to LL? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I agree with you with what you're saying.
Do you remember
Big Daddy Kane's favorite rapper is J. Cole.
Pardon?
Big Daddy Kane's favorite rapper is J. Cole.
Oh yeah, I remember
currently.
Yeah.
And I think Melly Mel's favorite, I think, is Busta Rhymes. Yeah.
You see, and I also think like what causes that, right, is like how you're saying a rapper's favorite rapper. Like, I think they listen to the rappers not like we do.
Yes. 100%.
He like actually hears that this guy, man, this nigga, he's missing just that thing that the popular audience wants, right? But me, I hear exactly what he's got to give. Yeah. And then they feed off that. Then they take it like, okay, cool. I'm going to deliver this style, but with a little bit of myself.
Yes.
And then it actually works. It's like, okay, cool. Then this person becomes the star. And you're like, oh, damn, man. Then later on when we're interviewing you, you say, nah, Talib is my favorite guy. Then if you actually go back and look at, okay, you have some Talib technique somewhere in your flow sometimes when you're really expressing your talent. So you are actually like a student of that other person's game.
You're in school.
That's elevating itself. Yeah, that's.
I just want to say something quickly. I saw a clip from Drink Champs and Big Daddy Kane, going back to Big Daddy Kane. He said that he thinks that if he was signed to Bad Boys in 93 or 94, I don't remember, the early 90s, the stuff that he put out way before then, had he put it out at that era, he says he could have been killing. So it's like he was up. It's like he was way ahead of his time, if that makes sense. And sometimes I think Rick Rubin said something similar. He was talking about creativity. He said sometimes you can create something that is so great, but it's just not the right time for that thing to come out yet.
That's very true.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hip hop, it does happen like that. Yeah, in hip hop, it does happen like that. You do find sounds that like come out, or type of flows that do come out. It's also about I think what's very important is about the machine that's pushing you, the machine behind you.
Right.
Yeah. If you got the right machine behind you, the evolution will happen. For example, think about like the evolution of Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne era, we came from like how the evolution of the South, let me say that right, the evolution of the South, where we came from like the East Coast. There's an East Coast and West Coast thing, you know. It's just Diddy and them
Gangster rap.
and yeah, just gangster rap. We selling drugs. Everybody selling drugs or somebody getting shot, you know? And then out of nowhere emerges these niggas like Ludacris, Outkast, all these guys from the South. They just like getting exposure.
Niggas
And
with
now,
big heads talking about when I'm
yeah, understand what's happening, you know? Country grammar, Baba Sparks, you know, and like the lingo is deeper. We can't hear some of the words that we're saying down in the South. But look at the machine that's pushing them at the time. It is the current machine that actually has the power to push them. Like when Lil Jon, like so deaf. That day, GT, you sent that whole thing of Jermaine Dupri.
Oh man, his discography, it's amazing, eh?
You check.
I think I hadn't known how much he was actually involved in all of it, right? And how much everything was coming from So Def Records. You know, I knew Mariah Carey was there. I knew
the Brad Bow Wow.
I knew Nelly is there, but then Bone Crusher. I didn't know Bone Crusher was in So Def. I didn't know.
Jagged Edge also. Crisscross.
All the R&B from the South was coming from So Def. We didn't have that much. We didn't think that there was any hip hop influence.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So he's like Diddy of the South, basically.
Yeah, he is. He is. That's why he even beefed the Dre.
Yeah.
So is it true that say what you say is like Dre was talking to him then?
Yep.
Because when he was saying over
8 million records sold, then I ain't got to do 10
or 11-year-olds.
Yeah, that was for Jermaine, and he says it. That goes to Jermaine.
What about Jermaine?
Fuck Jermaine.
What about Jermaine? Fuck Jermaine. Yeah, he does, like, you know. Don't switch on me and Timberland.
And then they even had Timberland over there at the end of the track. Yo, it's Tim. Tell that nigga to suck my dick.
But was Encore for Jermaine as well?
Encore.
You remember when Eminem was saying, not Jay-Z's Encore. I'm talking about
Eminem's Encore.
And when he says stuff like, we just go behind you playing the violin. We just go around playing the violin behind you. You don't remember the whole first line?
Yes. Oh, I actually never thought of that.
I don't know if it's true, but someone did mention that. I don't know if it's true, but someone mentioned that it could be dedicated to Jermaine. I don't know. Because oh no, the one where he says, "And I ain't gotta lie about my age." You still say what you say, no? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Still say what you say.
But you see, like, for example, talking about just how we're talking about like the whole machine thing, right? It's exactly like now that that point that I was making about appreciating the Michael album because it's just covered up in Atlanta artists, you know. It's just that southern sound, but it covers many different parts of it. Because even during the So Def Machine, it would be like that. You would get all these R&B groups singing on the choruses, and then he'd go get you some rappers, he'd get you some Luda, he'd get you some. So that also made me really appreciate this Michael album by the fact that, like, yo, man, you see, like, even like the Drake album is different. That's a global album. We got some Spanish niggas up in there. We got some.
Hey, that Spanish song was dope, though.
14-year-old niggas. Yeah. I was actually shocked by that track, man. I was actually about to skip. Then started going in. I was like, okay, let me just sit down.
But you know what?
Let me listen a little bit.
Have you guys ever watched Atlanta?
The show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By as a Childish. Childish Gambino. Yeah.
There's an episode where they go to a Drake party and they discover that Drake's dad is Spanish or something. Remember?
Yeah, when they get there, and then everyone's taking pictures of the fake Drake with the poster. Like,
like you guys are making me realize that could be a call out to that episode because we all know that Drake is, I think he's not Spanish. He's like, I know he's mixed race, but I don't think he's Spanish.
I
So
don't
the
know
fact
what
that
his dad is. I don't know what his dad is. His
yeah,
mom
but
is white, but
his
I'm
mom is
not sure
white.
about his
Yes,
dad. Mm.
yes. So the fact that he did that Spanish thing, I'm so childish headed. It's like, oh, flip, this nigga actually watched that episode.
no, of course he did, bro. Of course he watched that episode.
Oh man.
But he also dissed he dissed Jermaine, not Jermaine, man. What's his name? Childish Gambino on one of his shows. Yeah, on one of his shows, man, he had like some message going through some digital message on the stage. I forgot what it said, but it said Donald Glover something. Let me find it real quick.
That's great.
I'll find it for you.
While we're on the topic, so remember I asked you niggas, you think ASAP is gonna stand up and say some shit?
Oh, did he say? He said something about
About what?
In one of the songs. Did he?
The whole empty thing.
Which song?
I think
man, I forgot the name of the song.
I think he did mention something about Rihanna though. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously, he didn't mention her name, but when I was listening to that song, I'm like, this is about Rihanna. Because I think he was talking about his ex or something like that.
Yes, Rihanna's previous album, the one with what's that? Oh man, fuck man, You Needed Me, and the one where she talks about I'm a savage, whatever. You know.
Oh shit. Good Girl Gone Bad.
No. The one with Love on the Brain, the album with Love on the Brain, Work, Desperado. Anti. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. There's that track where Jake goes, I'm anti this, anti that, and my cousin is anti it. He says, okay, cool, let me stop it. Then he goes, nah, I'm actually gonna do some more. You didn't catch that?
Nah, I missed it. I totally missed that.
Nah, you bugging nigga. What you mean?
Nah, I'm being for real, man. I'm being for real.
This is from this album, right?
Yes. Like I gotta look up the song right now.
Is that the song where he stopped mid-verse and then said, that's all I got? That's the song?
Yeah, it's like, I should stop this.
Yeah. I remember that song. I just don't know which song it is, though. But I remember that song.
It's Fear of Heights.
What?
It's Fear of Heights.
Oh, is it Fear of Heights?
Oh, yes. Shit, yeah, I remember Fear of Heights.
Yeah. Like, he's first, like, I think first 7 lines, if you got the word anti this, anti, whatever, anti. Then even he says, okay, cool, maybe I should just chill, like, you know, I'm wilding out. Then he goes, nah, I'm going in. Then he continues, yeah. That's all I was asking you niggas. You think like, yo, man, maybe ASAP gonna come out, you know? And there's even like a bar at the end where he says,
yeah.
ASAP.
Can I read it out for you? Quick?
Serve that work, nigga. Serve that work. Serve that work.
Hey, look, why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? That line, dog, I knew it was about Rihanna. Right?
One time.
Man.
And then he says that could never be me.
No, hold up. My nigga Cam, you finished me, dog. No, you're like,
I don't know how I can share my screen. I wish I could share my screen so that I can. Let me see. Hold up. Nah, I can't. I wish I could. But anyway, let me. Oh, there we go. Tell me if you guys can see this.
Right now.
Nothing yet.
Okay, I see it.
Do you see it, GT?
I am seeing. There we go.
Hey,
just
look.
loaded.
Why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? That could never be me. Girl can't run me. So run me as in run this town tonight?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ah,
Uh, And then it's like better him than me. Better it's not me. I'm anti. Yeah, and the sex was average with you. Hey, dog. Yeah, anti
Come
because I
on,
had
bro.
it with you. Okay, I'm anti like your daddy's sister. Anti like a family picture. And I had way better bitches than you. TBH. Okay. Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, that man. He's still with you. He can't leave you. Y'all going on vacation. I bet it's Antigua. And then
that's
that's
still
the
be
Yeah.
that's the part where he says, "Let me stop." You know what? F it. Let me
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
it
That's
is.
that's
Niggas.
definitely.
It's like what? Hey, what? Girl, you make me wanna cuff you like the law. Girl, you make me wanna work like the job. I know you're a cat, but your pee do the dog. Hey. Yeah, man. But when I heard that first line, I don't want to lie, James. When I heard that first line, I was like, yo,
Yeah. Yeah,
that for me,
that's
it
definitely about Rihanna.
sounded like,
You know what I found weird, right? Um, what I found a little bit weird was the whole thing. Maybe it's because songs are recorded at different times in their
Mm-hmm.
relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe some people are saying "Needed Me" was for Drake, you know, because she was saying trying to fix your inhibitions with a bad bitch. Didn't you know I was a savage? You know, yeah.
oh,
So
oh,
yeah, people are saying that song was to Drake, right? And
Mm.
but on the same album, they've got work, and they're together on that song with
right.
Drake.
Mm.
So maybe the songs are recorded at different times, right? But on Certified Lover Boy, Drake has got the song called "Fucking Fans," nah, and oh, man, yo, dog, fuck you niggas first of all, nah. You niggas know nothing about singing Drake, bro. Y'all niggas is some nuts, bro. Listen to that fucking song, dog. Y'all niggas is fucking, bro. I know singing Drake, bro. On Certified Lover Boy, go listen to a song called "Fucking Fans," nah.
Mm.
Like he's talking to her now, you know. He's letting her know, I know that some of the things that I got accused of, you know, they're not real, but some of them are. And I know you probably got really mad about some of these things, especially the fact that I went all the way out there and I had a baby. I'm sure when your girlfriends brought you that news, like, you know, you were like fucking losing your mind. You wanted to burn all my clothes. You wanted to hit the streets on everything. Go listen to that song, guys. I promise you. Fucking Fans by Drake on CLB. It is amazing
Okay.
how he's talking. And that's why I say to you, like, yo, man, I know singing Drake, dog. That nigga,
Yeah.
like, I got him from
Yeah.
Crash together, man, singing. But like, yeah, that's why
I'll
also when I heard
definitely
the
cover
song and I heard anti. I was like, yeah, hey, man, what's happening?
Damn.
No, I
Maybe,
found the line. I found the line where he was talking about Childish Gambino.
oh yeah,
Yeah. It was on his what's this tour of his? It was in 28. No. Search and Rescue, right? His Search and Rescue tour. He
Mhm.
wrote the overrated and excuse me, the overrated and over awarded hit song "This Is America" was originally a Drake diss record.
What?
Yeah, on the prompter, which was going, the message was just going through on the prompter and
And what's
Oh,
Childish
live
say
for
about
everybody
that?
to see.
was he saying that because Drake is from Canada?
No, that was Drake saying that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Drake
But
saying
was
that.
Drake feeling like that because he's from Canada?
I don't know.
Because Childish never said anything, right?
Nah.
You think Drake was just wilding, right?
Nah, it was just wild.
I think he's wild, man.
No, like at the top, the paranoia gets me, dog.
But
Like,
yo, let me ask this:
Mm.
What's your favorite Drake intro? out of all of his albums?
Yo, I can't answer that. I think this is for Bugs.
Shit, man. Yo, Her Loss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I think that's, yeah. Let me just confirm the song. I think the first song is Rich Flex. Yes. Go buy a pound of weed, hit the club, get crunk lit in the beach, get about 20 niggas in. Yeah. What you got? I know when somebody asks you that, they're setting you up. What you got?
Shit, man. I am torn between Fireworks and Over My Dead Body.
Woo!
Fireworks with Alicia Keys and Over My Dead Body in Take Care.
Nah, my dog.
I am torn between those two.
Backspace, highlight, delete, switch off computer, throw it out the window, nigga. Over my dead body, homie. Yo,
My man.
yes, over my dead body, bro.
Over My Dead Body is
over
amazing.
I think you guys have convinced me that I need to listen to Take Care, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. It's a beautiful album.
Listen to Take Care, right? And straight after listening to Take Care, nah, you need to go listen to Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it seem like it's a sequel to Take Care?
No. You get to watch his journey come from singing Drake to I can rap and sing, and then it's over. That's where we gave him like the crown. We're like, okay, sure, I wear that shit. Yeah.
Because before that, I think
that's so great.
Yeah. Because before that, there was his tape, So Far Gone, right? That was his the tape that introduced us to Drake. Yeah, amazing tape. And then his debut album, Thank Me Later, right, where he was rapping his heart out. And then his second album, he was like, I'm gonna sing for y'all niggas. Right. I love doing this shit. I'm gonna sing, and that's it. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna sing. And then Nothing Was the Same was a balance between singing and rapping, bringing out parts of Thank Me Later, bringing out parts of Take Care, and overhauling all of that shit in a new sound. That's what I think Nothing Was the Same was, because nothing was the same.
I remember I watched the clip. I don't know if it was from Drink Champs or if it was from the Breakfast Club or Hot 97. I just don't remember. But someone said that I think they were asking him why he didn't produce Drake or why he didn't think that Drake would be successful. And he was explaining this guy was from Degrassi, and that was a show. It was like a cheesy show, rom-com type of thing. And this guy, oh no, they were explaining why Wayne actually signed him on. And then they said that
the singing and rapping thing.
Yeah, they said that it's only when he started singing that Wayne was like, "Oh, flip!
Yeah,
who's that?
Who's that?"
Yeah. I think I saw the same one. It was Drink Champs. Yeah, it's Drake also loves singing Drake, dog.
Damn. Yeah, no, that was dope. That was a dope moment. I don't remember who said that though.
I think the clip that I've seen is with the clip that I've seen one with Lil Wayne actually, where he's saying like, yo, we was in the studio and then I heard a song playing and the song got to the hook, and when the hook started, I was like, yo, is that him? Then they were like, yeah, that's him also singing. He's like, shit, he sings too? Oh shit, that's dope. That means that we can do Ladies Night, he sings on Thursdays, and then we can rap the niggas on Fridays. So we good, yeah. That's the clip that I've seen.
But you know what? We need to shout out Wayne though for discovering Drake and Nicki. Like,
yeah,
those two artists, man, have, I don't know. For me, I think they kept hip hop relevant at a point. I mean, at a point, if you didn't have those two artists in your songs, dog, you were You were just
Man, Young Money signed some great artists, man.
Yeah.
In Nicki and Drake.
They had a great run, dog. Like they had a crazy,
Yeah.
crazy run, bro. Like that
Yeah.
run, I believe was like, yo, one of the best I've seen. You know,
Yeah.
wasn't
in terms
Gilly,
of also
wasn't Gilly on Young Money? Gilly from Gilly and Wallow? Was he there as well? You know,
I'm not sure.
you
I
know
don't
Millions Worth of Game podcast?
Yes. I know who you're talking about,
Oh,
but I'm not sure if you're money.
okay.
Like I know on
Yeah, I'm
Young
not sure.
Money,
Oh,
they had like
Kevin Gates. Sorry, is it Kevin Gates?
nah, not Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates, no.
Oh, okay.
That's my nigga, dog. I don't get tired.
No, man. Maybe it's Gilly. Maybe I think it might be. I don't know. I stand to be.
Like Maine, there was Lil Twist, there was Chucky, there was Nicki, there was Drake, there was obviously Lil Wayne. I think that's
Tiger.
about it. Tiger, but Tiger honestly is not part of Young Money. He just used to like run with them.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, he likes to say that. I don't know how far true that is. You know, like yeah.
Who's that?
But
Who's that
those are
nigga
the
on
people-
6 foot, 7 foot? What's that nigga name?
Thing's son. Why don't you call this the guy named after a gun? 6'7" man. Yo, and that's a fire jam. Lil Wayne was wilding there, nigga. Lucci's Musa
Bruh.
design.
but I guess we would say the top three would be Wayne, Drake, and Nicki, right?
No, most definitely. Because they
Wayne, Young
are the
Money.
most memorable.
Mm. I mean, we're not mentioning Birdman, obviously. I'm just saying under Birdman.
Corey Guns.
Corey Guns, yes.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought he was actually gonna have a good run at Young Money.
My guy, there were so many that I thought they were gonna do well. Who's that that lady that was singing there, the first lady?
Michelle.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna do well as well.
Michelle.
But she took the Olivia route, the G Unit Olivia route.
I wonder what happened
don't
with
know.
Olivia, man. Why didn't she make it? I thought she was good.
50
Yo,
spent
man,
money
good is
on
not
her.
good enough, dog. What,
50
nigga?
spent money on her, and album didn't sell, and 50 was like, bye.
Yeah, because I remember he would mention that he spent money
Yeah,
on her.
but also the thing is, at that point, 50's mindset was sell a million or else.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
and yeah,
I think it's like, you know, sometimes when you work for somebody, right, you need to watch how they build their whole thing,
Yeah.
and then you need to right? In terms of anything, everything else, right? So we know 50 comes from we invented the mixtape, right?
Yeah.
50 flooded the market with mixtapes on the streets, right? That's even before we got wind of him, right? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy that I hear about in America and in New York. Like, you know, he tells this one story where he's like, he used to go to bootleggers, right, with his own CDs and be like, yo, I stole these CDs from a studio, so this is gonna be like the new hot shit. And bootleggers would think like, I want to have the new hot shit before anybody has it. Okay, give me this shit.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
share.
Yes. Because I remember.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Please continue. I'll say it after.
He flooded the market that way, right? So now everybody around him, they ain't putting in the same work as he is, right? And he's the main nigga, right? Example of a relationship that works. Lil Wayne flooded the market, right? Everywhere. Everybody's heard, everybody's feature, right? Killing everybody's beat after. Drake flooded the market, he came out. Nicki flooded the market and she came out. Yeah. They were consistently recording almost every week or asking to be on anybody's song. Like, yo, you got a new song, you know? Then there was that whole Young Money, Maybach Music, We the Best Music collaboration where they'd be on DJ Khaled's songs or they'd be on Rick Ross. They were working just like as a unit, you know?
Yeah.
But not go nowhere without hearing their music. That's why Drake and Nicki did well. And like for Olivia and them, it's like, okay, 50's gonna pump money for me, right? Money works very well with relevance.
I get
That's
you.
the thing. if you create the relevance for yourself, create the momentum. Like, think about the Carter 3, dog. How many mixtapes came out before the Carter 3 came out?
Hey, Lord, dog. It wasn't there like a
Millions,
mixtape that
bro.
was produced by Scott Storch?
Yeah, the gang mixtapes, bro.
Mm,
How
there's
many
gang
features
mixtapes.
was
Yeah.
went on
Mm.
Yeah.
before like, the Carter actually came out? You check.
Man,
So
do you
the
remember
hype
the
for
Empire? The Empire, that mixtape. The drought. Drought is over 3.
Shout.
Ah, man, there's that track. Something you forgot. Something you forgot. That jam.
You check.
You forgot about
So,
the house. You
only-
forgot about the ring. I remember everything. I just want to hear you sing. Yeah, memories, man.
I wanted to say, going back to 50, I wanted to say that in his book, Hustle Smarter, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, he talks about that part about the bootleg. He says one of his members from G Unit actually found a bootlegger and then they beat up the bootlegger, went to 50 to tell them, yo, dog, you can't believe what I saw, man. This guy was bootlegging your age. 50 was like, what are you doing, my nigga? Don't be that nigga, dog. That's how I'm promoting my stuff, you know?
The product is moving like that. The product is moving like that.
But also, the other thing he mentioned in the book, he was like breaking down why his members were not successful. He spoke about Young Buck, he spoke about Lloyd, he spoke about Yayo. With Lloyd, he mentioned that like Lloyd Banks, you have to push him, dog. Like you have to go, because he went to his house and tried to convince him, like, dog, stop being in the house. Let's go out. And he was even giving an example about Instagram. He said, dog, you're dope with Brian.
Open an IG account.
Yeah, like open an IG account and start rapping, like rap like on IG. And Lloyd Banks was like, nah, Pac and Biggie wouldn't do that. It's like, dog, how do you know? These people are dead, my nigga. Like,
and they didn't have the Instagram in their time, bro.
They didn't have that shit, man.
Yeah.
Move with the times, you know?
So I feel like, because I think even Biggie, I think Lil Kim also mentioned something about Biggie going through the same thing where once Biggie started blowing up, he wanted, because I think he started a record label and he wanted his own people to also, you know, come up and whatever. But you start realizing that you're not as hungry as your crew, man, or you're not as passionate as your crew. You know? I think
the arrival to the opportunity is not the same.
Not the same.
It's like, think about it. Yeah, when Tony Yayo came out of jail, there was a milli waiting for him. The houses and everything.
Yes.
Like, he came out when 50 had just, this nigga said 13 million records. You are in jail. Think about it. You are in jail. The podcast is doing 30 million fucking viewers a day. Nigga, you know when you come back, when we put an episode, you ain't even saying man. You just sit there like,
racks.
Yeah.
You got racks waiting for you.
That So Seductive track was dope, though. You remember when it came out?
Yeah. No, you could actually hear that these guys know how to build good songs. Like Lloyd Banks, Karma, still today is a hit song, you know? Everybody still plays that song today. It's transcended all the way to even the young generation knows that there's this song by this guy called Lloyd Banks and Avant, you know? It's a dope song.
Yeah.
So all those things you
Banks
can
has said.
hear the
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you could hear that there's talent behind them, but the marketing idea, the marketing ideology was not there. The marketing momentum was not there. The fact that 50 said, like, yo, these niggas, man, when it was time, I want to show you just 2 crews, right?
Sure.
Who've gone through the same thing. And this is why one crew worked and one crew didn't work, right? 50 said during the time of G Unit, man, he was paying niggas to wear G Unit. These niggas are not wearing G Unit. These niggas are wearing Louis V, Gucci, everything else. But do you understand the fail in the marketing, right? Young Money, YMCMB. Like,
they were wearing all the time.
That shit.
All the time.
Yeah. Everybody. They said it in every song, YMCMB. They're in it. But that keeps the brand so relevant to you.
Right.
And that keeps the product is moving. That even when Drake's about to drop, you know it's somebody from YMCMB. When Nicki's about to drop, it's somebody from YMCMB. Like on Lil Wayne's album, he'll talk about like, yo, my boy Drake, YMCMB is about to drop. So they're keeping their company so relevant, right? That you want to buy into the whole thing. You want to buy into the brand yourself as a fan. So you see, that's why you say, like, yo, man, I think Young Money worked better than G Unit because the people that were in Young Money were also more devoted into the winning of Young Money as compared to people in G Unit were milking the cow.
Yeah.
Do you think Young Money took the template from Wu-Tang? Because remember when Wu-Tang came out, everybody was wearing the Wu symbol, like they were a unit, dog. You know, all of them were just they just said, okay, we're gonna listen to what RZA said. We're gonna give him our 5 years, like he asked, and we're gonna go hard. By the time we're gonna get signed by these other different record labels, we already have a solid foundation as a unit, as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might have copied that template because it worked for Wu, you know, for Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there's an element of that.
And Wu-Tang is still ringing in people's ears to this day.
To this day,
You know?
dog.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people when they talk about the Wu, they either say Ghostface or Method Man or who's that other one? There's who's that other guy? The guy who was in Cream. Who does the first verse in Cream? Raekwon the chef. They usually mention those three as like the goats in that group. Like
Yeah.
cannot touch them. I know sometimes they talk about ODB, or Inspector Deck. But when they talk about the goats, it's either Ghostface, Method Man, or Raekwon the chef. It's crazy.
Oh man, when you're speaking about Inspector Deck, I just remembered a line from Eminem, giving shout out to Wu-Tang on Music to Be Murdered By. There's a track where he's got Royce, he's got it's Royce and who? Man, I forgot. But it's Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse cats. It's like
that,
yeah, it's like sipping Bacardi and lime. I start to recollect at a time when I startled my mom and had her scared to death. Word to Method Man, she heard some Wu-Tang coming from towards the patio. She was like, what the heck was that? She went out to the porch, went to Inspector Deck. Then I jumped out with a sword and yelled, protect your neck.
But speaking of Slaughterhouse, what happened to those guys, dog? Like, what happened to Slaughterhouse?
Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know.
The same thing was saying about like G-Unit.
Yeah.
Who was in there? I think it was Joe Budden. It was
Joel Ortiz, King Crooked. Oh yeah, those are the two niggas on the track I was talking about. It's Royce, Joel Ortiz, and King Crooked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it was M.
It was 3 or 4.
It was M. Budden, Joel Ortiz, King Crooked.
No, Budden wasn't there. Budden wasn't there. Budden doesn't like Eminem.
At all?
Yeah, no, he doesn't like Eminem.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't know what happened because when Slaughterhouse, when Royce and M mended their relationship,
yes,
Slaughterhouse was cool with M, right? And then at some point, I guess Budden's relationship with M got sour somewhere, and not sure what happened after that.
Yeah, I genuinely thought that he was part of Slaughterhouse. I guess I was mistaken.
Who? Budden was part of Slaughterhouse. He is part of Slaughterhouse. It's oh, that's what you were asking. Sorry, I totally misunderstood. He is part of Slaughterhouse.
Oh, but then what happened? Why didn't it blow up? You said it's because it was like Young Money.
More like the G-Unit thing.
Oh, G-Unit thing. Yeah.
Look, man, I think sometimes, when you've got extraordinary gifts, if you don't understand how to market them, it can be a downfall, right? You cannot just rely on the business model of music is to understand that you need to market, right? It's like, for example, during the evolution of their time, the failure for you to actually comprehend that the dam is full. We have enough. Don't think you're that good that if you don't drop, we'll struggle. Yeah, this is not Biggie and Pac time where you can go 2 years without dropping 9. Yeah, niggas is dropping daily. The ability to record doesn't go into a studio now and book and get an engineer. Niggas open up this laptop, give you that fire right now. In an hour, it will be uploaded. You check.
Right.
So that now also diverts our attention span. And I think sometimes that's what makes it difficult for older artists who hadn't established their name brand, is the ability to be that consistent and that aggressive in the market that you niggas are dropping almost like in a year. You've got 6 mixtapes and 2 albums. It becomes difficult for those guys to keep up with that consistency and that pace, you know?
Yeah.
And we forget you now, dog. What? You haven't dropped? Get that nigga. So, for example, Kendrick can do it because he established his position in the game before he started doing it. You check. Before that, Kendrick would gain relevancy because he'd feature on albums of fellow artists, or he'd drop something random there for us to enjoy. Then he started disappearing for like 5 years.
I hear that. Yeah, he needs to stop. He needs to stop doing that. I think not that he'll be forgotten. I don't think K. Dot will be forgotten ever. But he needs to give his fans a bit more music, man. More solo projects, more closer, more recent working. Geez, the words are just running away from me. But then he needs to release more, right? Outside of Baby Keem and stuff, he needs to release his music more. That's what I think.
I want to tell you something, like the irony of that, right? I totally agree with you, but I think in the 48 Laws of Power, there's a law that talks about the scarcity of a musician. They make an emphasis on it, something like that, where they say, you checked it out, right? Where they say, like, sometimes a musician, once they have established themselves, right, if they make themselves scarce, right, the audience tends to want them more, right? And if they come and they deliver some shit, they can go away and we will stay for a while saying, you see, like right now, how you're saying he needs to, that's already that law and that power at work that we also like, yo, nigga, fuck, Drake is dropping every day, nigga. Where you at? But still,
that's true, actually. That's true, actually, because he came back, he dropped an album.
He's top 3 still, right? We never say after 5 years of disappearing, nah, nigga, Big Sean dropped 2 albums, now Big Sean's number 3. He'd be gone for that long, but he's still in the top 3 argument. None is overtaking him without any content out.
That's true, because he dropped an album, made a hell of money out of the tour. I forgot the numbers, but I think it was 150 mil off of Mr. Morale, just touring, after
just touring,
the album.
not even like not even album sales or whatever, or Spotify.
No, just touring. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I think it's closer to 150 mil. Let me search that actually.
So you see, like that scarcity thing also increases your market value because the demand for you once you start from the dark is crazy. Like one thing, look, I have to give, for example, like we're talking about the slaughterhouse thing. One thing I have to give what you call this new age artists basically is some of these niggas have got their marketing game on lock. Like, they know how to consistently create the relevance for them to be here. Because if you think about it, right, what you call this, between even Cole, like he spends the period of relevancy on features, like and just like what Drake does, but Drake goes and does features in different genres to stay relevant. You go chill there, do some British stuff, some dance hall stuff, some everything around.
Don't you think Cole is exercising his craft in all of these features for the fall off?
Yeah,
I think so. I think he's.
Rumor has that the fall off might be his last project.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, rumor has that like, yo, it must be. But like I think these niggas like to say that without understanding what last actually means.
Yeah, man. Eminem has done it. Jay-Z has done it.
Eminem also did it.
Yeah, M and J. Burger King. The Black Album was supposed to be the last album.
But do you think, my friend and I actually spoke about this a while back, like, was this not a marketing strategy, dog? When an artist tells you this is my last album, you want to keep it because, just for sentimental value, like, okay, I want to keep this because I know there's going to be an era where we say, remember that album, that last album that Jay did? I got it, dog. But maybe it wasn't really his last, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a market. I think it's actually just generally a feeling. I'm trying to think of something on the spot, but I guess it will come to me. Sometimes when you really do something and you really love it, like even like soccer players, many people, right? And sometimes home affairs, they're at the house, they're telling you, dog, we need to come home now, bro. You're always on tour. These kids, like what Eminem said, he doesn't want to go on tour because he doesn't want to come back and Haley's all grown up,
Yeah.
So he doesn't just make it and release it. Some of these artists, it's like that. Some of these niggas like, yo, I gotta go on tour because my niggas gotta eat. But when they come back, they are exhausted, like all of that is exhausting. They're like, you know what? I think I just want to chill. It's just like you when you party hard Friday to Sunday, you're drinking, you with your boys, girls, all types of good ass shit. On Sunday, you saying you be that fuck my nigga, I'm not drinking like that again, bro. Like I'm
Come Friday.
It's the emotions of the scenario right then.
Right.
And then payday Friday comes around the corner. You're like, yo, nigga, we getting turned tonight. So also with these niggas, I'm tired, dog. The whole process, the stress of making the album, the stress of being criticized and being told this album is trash. While some niggas say they love it, seeing the comments, I'm tired. This is my last piece of work. Then I'm gonna sit down, right? You say that, then you're chilling with some new nigga in the studio. Then the beats is bumping, Then you're thinking, damn, nigga, I could get on this beat. Then you're back in the studio.
Sorry, what did Jay release after Black? Was it Kingdom Come and I had American Gangster?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blueprint.
Those two they didn't really do so well, did they?
Kingdom Come. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the numbers, but Kingdom Come was. I enjoyed Kingdom Come. Oh, I searched the numbers. The numbers is 110 mil, not 150 for Mr. Morale Tour.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Kingdom Come. There's a track there, man, which I enjoy so much.
Last
Ones.
Yeah.
No, not Last Ones. Trouble, produced by Dr. Dre. Yes. The track does wonders. Yeah, those Dre strings, they are just rocking over there, man.
They're different.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out. There's another question I wanted to ask you guys. What's happening with Joe Budden and Drake? What's the beef about?
What are we doing right now?
What?
What are we doing right now? So
yeah.
you better be Drake could be in our comments also like, what the fuck you niggas say my first half of the album and shit.
Yeah.
Rap.
Joe said the first part of the album was trash.
No,
he said the album is trash.
Oh, is that the whole album is trash?
Joe said that I wish this nigga had matured, in his sound. There's no maturity, he sounds like he's doing this for the youngins. Dude is 36. He's not talking about anything relevant to his age group, or there's zero maturity in his sound.
It's not a 444 type of.
Yeah. That's the gist of what he said.
I don't know, man. I've always gotten the impression that when Joe Budden speaks about tracks and all of that, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I always feel that he's objective, dog. Because I used to watch these complex conversations with him and academics. Whenever I would hear Joe speak, I would realize that this dude is not speaking from emotion, dog. Like he is actually saying, it's like it's genuinely being objective, you know. And I'm shocked that you're saying this because I have a friend who said something similar about Drake being 36, speaking, talking about bitches and how he's like the guy, you know, and how it just feels like it's as if he's still 21 or whatever. Or
Yeah.
But he says
Yeah.
on the song "Certified Lover Boy." He says it. He says, "Niggas don't understand. I'm in my 30s, but I'm still trying to party like I'm in my 20s." You know.
okay.
Yeah. But another thing, right? And he also always addresses the fact of like love. You know, he always talks about like he doesn't see anybody who's married and happy. You know, he mentions all those things. So the whole concept of time and age to him is a little bit irrelevant because you niggas are all stuck in your situations because you're stuck to that thing. At the certain point in my life, I should be like this, you know. And if you look at his run, it's unprecedented, right?
Yeah.
It's because he's been doing it this way. So like I get where Joe Budden is coming from, right?
It's
But
all perspective, man. You
Yeah.
know, where Drake is coming from.
Right.
It's all perspective. I
yeah,
think it's easy to bundle how you see a few people be into one bag with everybody, and then think, oh, no, this is not for me. Of course, if it's not for him, it's not for him. But then at the same time, you know, there is individuality in everybody.
But I
You
guess
know, people work the differently. You know, in their relationships,
right.
in their even in relationships, you know, you've got your individualities, you've got your what and all of that. But for him, he doesn't value that, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not something that he values, and that's okay.
Joe is not in his 20s, so it makes sense for him, you know, to be speaking like that because maybe for him, he's no longer into that kind of music. Like you're saying, it's I guess it's a bit subjective. Maybe I'm contradicting myself, but I could say he would say that I guess Joe is in his 40s. So for him to be speaking like that, it would mean that it's because he's that age. So now he's feeling more of your 444s and your Nas's, like because Nas also sounds grown and your Killer Mikes than he would listen to Drake.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't think
also another thing,
age has
I think it's
some.
important business also of all of this. You know, I hate it like when we take away that like yo, some niggas are here for the fucking bag, dog. Like
Yeah,
repeatedly, I'm here for the fucking bag. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you talking on how I'm getting my money, like yo, we're not getting the same bag. You
Right.
know,
Right.
you. Another thing is, for example, Messi can talk to Ronaldo about like some level of football. You
Right.
know, like Jordan and LeBron can talk to each other about like some level of like, you know, pressure in the game because they both played it to the highest like levels. Like for example, just like we're talking about Drake, you know, LeBron is also like 36 or 37, you know, and he's still in the NBA, right? And he's still doing the mostest. Some niggas will be like, yeah, you need to start looking at sitting down, Big Daddy, you know. But he's looking to play. He's looking fresh. He's doing his thing. He's appealing to. There are young niggas who still want to go buy a King James jersey today. You check.
Exactly.
So
I think that's the same thing that Drake is doing.
yeah, he knows that you old ass ain't buying
Oh,
shit no more. Ooh, you move
damn.
on, go buy the shit. But my young niggas, they want to carry the Draco, you know. And think about it. Before Drake drops an album, he spends the whole year not featuring on no grown niggas tracks. He features on all these young blood tracks that niggas that are coming out. He doesn't feature on nobody. You don't see Drake on a 50 track. You don't see Drake on a Snoop Dogg track. You don't see Drake on a grown ass niggas track, right? Like you see Drake on the up and coming niggas. So where is he spending majority of his creative time? So when he gathers all those audiences, right? That if he comes and he drops an album, name that's catering to Joe Budden, the whole year, Joe Biden's fan base hasn't been listening to him. It's
And
all
I
these young
repeat,
lads. Yeah.
and I repeat,
your analogies are on point, man. Damn it.
and I repeat, critics say they miss back when hip hop was rapping. Motherfucker, if you did, then Killer Mike would be platinum.
Platinum.
Straight up. Speaking of Killer Mike, Charlamagne asked him, I think maybe this changed, but a few months back, Charlamagne said, in the history of hip hop, there's no hip hop album that's on the Billboard chart or something like that. And Killer Mike said he hopes that this album will be on there. So I don't know if maybe Drake's one will probably be on there, or Killer Mike's is already on there, or if maybe anybody else. I don't know who's released.
Drake has unprecedented accomplishments, man. He's accomplished everything under the sun. His album will be there
this year.
Yeah, this album this week, this Friday. Today is 7 days, right? Since he dropped. Right. It will be in on the Billboard 100. It will be there. Guaranteed. And at the top spot, somewhere there. If it's not top, it's number 2. That's what Drake does with every release. He just jumps over to the top.
Even that first album.
The first album, I don't remember how. No, that was Thank Me Later. I don't remember what Thank Me Later did on the Billboard.
It had crazy numbers, and he says that's not his favorite album. He actually hates that album. Yeah.
Which one? He said Drake hates it.
He says he hates Thank Me Later.
Yeah.
What? Thank Me Now. What's it called again? I'm right? Thank Me Later?
Yeah, Thank Me Later. No, he's got a track called Thank Me Now.
Yeah, he says
on Thank Me Later.
Oh. Yeah. He says he actually hates the album because he finds that he was not himself. He was in a position where he had to use all this industry muscle that he could gain. Because if you look at the albums, there are crazy features and crazy production for many people. He's like, he felt that like a more commercial album. He just didn't like it that much. Then take care. I felt like I was being myself now. I was giving you guys the music that I wanted to give.
Oh yeah, I know. Thank me. You can thank me now. That's no?
Yeah. Can I tell you about the conspiracy theory I have about Drake? Why he's so good?
Mm-hmm.
I always say to people, Drake is an actor before he is a rapper.
Right.
Yeah. This is how he's able to adjust any genre. He actually plays the character for any song that he has to play. Like if he says, okay, I'm sitting with a dance hall nigga, he looks at the dance hall nigga in the studio, like, okay, this is how you niggas are doing it. Then he goes into just like how an actor right now, you watch Idris Elba, he'll be a slave. Then tomorrow you watch Idris Elba, he'll be a millionaire. Then you watch Idris Elba, he'll be a superhero. But those are 3 different characters and he's killing all of them. I believe that's how Drake really does it. He goes into his acting skill and says, on the song, I'm going to be the best rapper. What is currently the criteria of the best rapper? Wordplay, this flow. Okay, so let me work on flow first. And he just mumbles, okay, I've got the flow. Okay, I need to put the words together. And then he performs the character. And then we're all like, what the fuck? That's how I think this nigga is doing it. That's just
also, like there's a methodology to it.
Yeah, I think so, bro. Because to last this long, it's only seen like in movies. To be consistently catering. That means, and think about it, he's evolving continuously. Like right now, he has niggas that are saying to him, he needs to be more mature, because he's not outgrowing playing the character.
Or how I think of that is just give us one offering which is like that. But then, at the end of the day, it'll probably be one of the least selling.
Give us one what?
It'll probably be one of the least selling. And not because it's not good. It'll probably be one of his best offerings. But then I saw some comments from people commenting on what's his name, Killer Mike's Motherless song. They're like, yo, man, you need to chill with that shit and all of that. And like, nah, what you guys talking about?
Right.
What are you saying? Nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to chill with that, right? This is his offering, and
What that shit?
this is heartfelt shit. Like, what do you mean he needs to chill with that shit? This is exactly what hip hop is supposed to be about.
Yes.
You know, but I think if Drake gives us that, yeah, it may still land on the Billboard 100. It will have longevity in the rappers, or the hip hop lovers, but then for the masses, it's not gonna last that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be like I think we were talking about before. The fact that you must understand, like you see this album, right? This one that we're listening to right now. The first couple of jams are not rap jams; those are hip hop jams. You know, yeah. Hip hop.
Those beat switches are too much.
Hey, dog. Like sometimes I was like, wait, is this a different song? And then I'll check my phone. I'm like, oh, Flip, it's still the same song.
They are
all
too
right,
much.
I think that was perfect. I was going, nigga, I was on my young boy shit. What? So you see,
but
but that's what we're talking about. That's the hip hop part, man. Then you have songs like 8 a.m. That's showing you rap ability. That's where you have like some of the rap songs. When it's really one thing about rap is when a nigga's really rapping, he's really talking to you now. Like you sit down, talk to you. Shit right here. So I think that's the part like what GT's saying. If he gave us a rap album, we would appreciate it. We would love that shit. But that shit ain't gonna sound like that shit ain't gonna move.
This album really
because in the commercial hip hop artists today, hip hop fans buy like the commercial shit, the Bobby Shmurda shit. That's what niggas want. They want in the club shit. That's what and we used to say this. There's a term called "no bitch get music." Rap can't be like that because rap is something that you just turn up loud.
Mainstream has moved, man. It has done a total 180.
That's true.
No, actually, I'm lying. It cannot be a 180. Let's say 90 degrees, because 180 means it has gone back to what it was, and we haven't had that before. So, it took a right turn or a left turn, but then, it does a 90-degree turn somewhere. I don't know, but man. Hopefully, at some point, it'll change again. But
right now,
with history, as history shows it, everything evolves. It'll be back again, and some new sound is going to take over. Some new sound is going to take over. Some old sound is going to come back and then be the not even old sound. Rather, I'm saying. You know how the 80s and 90s and 2000 hip hop was sampling the 70s and 60s music and stuff. We're gonna go through that cycle.
I think so.
Basically, we're gonna go through the cycle with everybody sampling 2000. They're currently doing it now, sampling 2000 music, 2010 music, and somewhere somehow there's gonna be a sweet spot where that just works well. And everybody's just in consensus that, this is beautiful. I think currently, right now, the current listeners of this hip hop, this mainstream hip hop, may not like it because we were the people who were listening to mainstream hip hop 10 years ago, and we love that shit. And then now it's like, yo, what's happening? We don't understand it as much as we used to, but the kids understand it. They're gonna go through the same thing, and it's just gonna be a cycle. But then there's gonna be a sweet spot somewhere where we just all in concession.
I've been checking out a lot of reaction videos of Coast Contra songs, no? So Contra, they're freestyles. It's like you take this old 90s, like whether it's your Q-tip or stuff like that. And when everybody who's reacting, even some youngins, dog, they're like, now this is rap, dog. This is rap. This is hip hop, dog. This is hip hop. So you can feel like, okay, it's not just because of the beat, but these guys climb on those beats, though. Because when you listen to Eric Jamal, no? Eric Jamal, the guy with the
Yes,
it's
yes,
like
yes.
ODB, but Kendrick
What is
Lamar.
that line?
lines
What is that line? There's a line that he says in one of the
From which
freestyles.
which one? Breathe and stop. Breathe and stop.
It was nothing else that I can do in the street fight. I'm wishing nobody used the Hadouken.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
a flip shit kick, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
He's talking about going to the party and eating that girl and getting his ass kicked.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, I love that movie.
For me, those guys, man, they are the ones that make me appreciate the hip hop that I grew up listening to. Especially just how they all deliver, man. So I agree with you, man. I think there will definitely be a sweet spot because it's at the moment it sounds like your mumble rappers are still there, but you can also tell that the bars are coming back.
They're fighting.
Yeah, so it's like there's a battle between the two, and at the same time, Eminem is also still pushing. But I don't know about you guys, man. I want Slim Shady, dog. I miss
Slim Shady is the best, man.
I miss it. You know, when he's talking about his eyelids and
like,
yeah,
it's like, you know how we're talking about the Drake thing.
Yeah.
The emotion of the character is not there anymore. You can never go.
Yeah.
Like for Drizzy, you need to rebuild that pain. You know, Drake was like going the most you could hear in his music. Like, even like as a rapper, Drake was cool because he was basically addressing the whole fact of I believe there's a part of Drake's life that involves some being a nerd, you check, and some being outcasted, but then a certain group like accepted in like, yo, it's okay, these niggas is chasing you out, but you come ride with us. You good here, you know? And he's got that chip on his shoulder for that, you check. So the same thing about Eminem is that white trailer trash thing, you know, that pain in there that got him doing the drugs and stripping the pen so dirty. But like now he's Marshall.
Yeah.
He's Haley's dad, responsible guy. He's really like a white guy now.
But I remember when the change came in, the recoveries when he started to change.
Yeah.
I listened to the name of the album. That should just let you know, nigga.
I didn't understand that album.
I feel like was it Relapse? He did Relapse before Recovery, right?
He did Relapse before Recovery, man.
I feel like Relapse was where he really started going down a bit. Because for me, Relapse kind of sounds like Encore, but like a lower tier version of Encore. I mean, I like Same Song and Dance. Don't get me wrong. I love that song. It's dope as F, dog. But
man,
that's dope. But I feel like, man, I lost my connection with Eminem. Just got lost from that. Now, when he started getting his natural black hair back on, I'm like, hey, man, I'm just that blonde hair dude.
Like, yo, what's going on?
What's going on, dog? I want the crazy dude. I want the crazy blonde haired guy, man. Who's the
man.
shady,
the crazy guy gone. The crazy guy went to rehab.
I see him with the black hair.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, this guy looks like Eminem.
Oh man.
I hope he'll come back, dog. But man.
Yeah.
For me, maybe I feel like the person maybe that has never changed or that's never really fallen off. It's just that maybe, I don't know, maybe they're not releasing as much as Busta. Like Busta for me has never really changed. It's always
which is why I appreciate Barraking, the sounds of Coast Contra.
Yeah.
That animated dude, the Street Fighter dude.
Eric Jamal, yeah.
Eric Jamal. Jeez, man, my throat is dry.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'll always come ready as well, though, because hey, these conversations can be long. You need to.
Eric Jamal's animated character reminds me so much of Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
You know, they are different in their craft, but then the animation of it all is is there, you know, and you can feel whether there's something old school about it, there's something new school about it.
Yes.
You know, and he is killing it. And Busta Rhymes, I can still listen to Busta Rhymes to this day, man.
Yeah.
A very amazing dude. There's a track he has with Eminem called "Calm Down."
Dog. I didn't even know about that song until I saw a clip. I think he was talking to Big Boy.
Yeah.
Where he was explaining the process. Like, I think he sent his verse. Then Eminem came back and sent another verse, and
then he went to
Eminem went harder. Yeah, and then
and then he sent it, and then Eminem went to rewrite.
Yeah. so that story made me want to listen to that track. I was like,
yeah.
And listen to it. I was like, oh, flip, no, he went hard, dog.
Yeah, no, but Busta killed him there.
For real?
I think Busta killed him. I've been listening to that track like, yo, man. When did I move out of North Riding? 2014, 2015? Yeah, somewhere there. That's when he dropped here. That's when the track was doing moves underground and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. And he decided to put it on the album because it didn't have a home, you know, so he decided to put it on the album.
I get you.
But yeah, man, it's lyrical slaughter.
I know it's not the first song that they have together. There's a song in that album. Is it the album yet Touch It? I don't remember, but he does have a song with Eminem on that album. It's a dope song still. But that one, that was Rap Olympics, dog.
Rap Olympics, my guy. Rap Olympics.
Damn, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to ask you, maybe I'll also ask Bucks when it comes through. Out of 10, dog, what's this? Michael.
Michael gets a 10 from me, man.
Wow.
He gets a 10 from me. This album is dope as hell. The message is dope. The stories are dope. Right. The delivery is dope. I love that, you know, he didn't go the typical boom bap way with it. You know, he went southern with it because he is from the south. You know, he's from Atlanta. So he went to that Atlanta sound, and Atlanta sound, we know it's 808s and that spiritual prayer thing, which you hear in Shed Tears and stuff. It's a dope ass album, man. I give him a solid 10.
Wow, man. And Drake.
Drake can get a 6, man.
Hey.
Drake can get a 6 for real. Not because the album is bad. It's just that there's an imbalance in the offerings, right? From what he had promised this album is to what it is to the structuring of it all. You know, personally, I think the first part of the album could have been restructured.
The arrangement.
There was no need for 3 million beat switches in 8 songs. There was no need for that. Man. It's not easy on the ear.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that
and
about that Wayne that Wayne mixtape?
Yeah. So and also I must say with first person shooter, I enjoy the first half, man. The first half of first person shooter with Cole.
Me too.
Where the beat switches, like, was that really necessary? No, it wasn't. You know, but the song is dope nonetheless. I think Slime You Out was a welcome change from the first part of the album.
Yeah.
You know, but
yes. But for me, man, also that 7969 center track, I don't know, melodically, it really sounded nice. But I agree with you. I think from first person shooter, I was like, okay. But some of these songs, they just didn't make sense to me, dog. I was like,
Yeah,
what's happening here? Like, I don't get it.
yeah, yeah.
No, it's like, with artists, I know sometimes with artists that have 30 songs or 40 songs that they've done, but they'll only select a few from that 40 or a couple from that, and then put that on the album, and then maybe release an EP later with the songs that they didn't put on the album. So I felt like, are these the songs that maybe you rejected from a pile back then, or what? Like, it just felt like that.
Right. It does feel like that. It does feel like that. It doesn't feel like it's barakeng, a body of work. It feels like it's a collection of songs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why
Yeah.
the second half, no? That's where I get more of that dog theme from the second half. But the first, I don't really get that dog thing. So I don't know. I don't know. But I do agree with you. I think this is a 6. But he does have, like, all the songs that he has with Caesar
Yeah.
are dope. I really,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I think we've been speaking for over 2 hours.
Yeah, definitely. Two and a half
Yeah,
almost.
but I really enjoyed. I don't know what we'll cover next time, but you'll let me know. You guys will let me know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I
Bugs can.
know Touchline and Ginger Troll just dropped a track today. So let's we'll cover that.
Dope.
Yeah, man. I enjoy their work together. And I enjoy Touchline's work. I'll send you some of the stuff, man. Touchline is a talented individual. A very talented individual. And Ginger Troll with the wordplay is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a song that you can think of that they've done before in the past, like, that's really dope?
No, they recently joined. Where did they do a song together? It was on a DJ Clan's mixtape. It's Clan or Clan? DJ Clan's mixtape.
Okay.
Where they first hooked up. You can check that out. And then after that, they dropped another track together a few months ago. And then now they're working on a project. They call it Boys in the Hood.
Boys.
Boys in the Hood.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's Boys in the Hood, but it's Boys
Yeah,
and.
it's Boys in the Hood.
Oh, that's really dope. I need to listen to that one. I wonder if there's a
It's not,
Ricky there.
yeah, it's not out yet. They're working on that. So I'm looking forward to that project when it comes out.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely touch on the work that they do have out.
Sure.
Pretty Ugly has a track out in Njaka as well. Amazing lyricism. Pretty Ugly never disappoints, man.
Are you the one who was telling me that he's your favorite in Mzansi, or was that Eves and Bucks? I don't know.
Oh yeah, me too. He's Eves' favorite. He's my favorite. I don't think there's anybody that touches Pretty Ugly.
Really, though?
No, in SA there isn't. There really isn't.
Even when, like, even Stogie doesn't touch him?
I would like to say he does, but I listen to Pretty more.
Oh,
I listen to Pretty Ugly more. So if I was to do a comparison, I'll have to go listen to Stogie a bit more, right? So let me not be unfair to the homie, because I do know that he's got bars for days. He's a storyteller, lyricist.
It's just, yeah, ish.
Yeah.
Do you remember his freestyle on Sway? On Sway.
Yeah. So I listen to his freestyles. He used to drop freestyles on Fridays and stuff. I
Oh.
listened to those. I think it was in collaboration with Hennessy at some point.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think I remember that. That was a while back, no?
I think that was was it during lockdown or just after lockdown? One of the two. One of the two. But yeah.
Okay.
But for me, man, it's pretty ugly, number one, and then everybody else can follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll listen, dog, and then maybe we can chop it up next time. And hopefully Eves will join us, and then it'll be the four of us.
Yeah. I think he's joining next week. First 2 weeks is hectic. I think he said, but yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for checking this out. Let us know your thoughts on the albums that we've mentioned. Let us know if we said anything that is too crazy, or you guys don't agree with what we're saying, or if you guys agree with what you're saying. Do you think that Drake's album deserves a 6? Do you think Michael deserves a 10? Let us know. Think the music arrangement is good? Do you think it's whack? Did you like the first half? Let us know in the comments. So yeah, from myself, Miss Extraordinary, and GT, we out. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.